So, good afternoon.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming and that you're so kind to answer my questions. And the first one is gonna be general and just tell me about yourself. Where are you from? What university you're studying in?
Should I start?
Yeah.
So I am from Switzerland. I study in Lausanne. It's a city in Switzerland, in the French part of Switzerland. So I speak French. It's my native tongue. I'm 20 years old and I chose Russia.
I chose Russia.
Okay.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Okay.
Poor idea.
So my name is Joachim. I live in Switzerland, in Lausanne. So it's a city in the French part of Switzerland. I study at University of Lausanne.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm Dominique. I'm actually Russian, but I live in Brussels, in Belgium. I do study at the Celik Brussels School of Economics and Management in the master program there, and I do speak French, Dutch, Russian, and English.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Thanks.
So, and you?
So I'm Oğuz. I'm coming from Turkey. I study in Istanbul. I'm 23 years old. I'm studying in Sabancı University. My major is computer science.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not that hard. I hear
Impressive.
that all the time, but I think that's it.
Well, thank you. Then, how long have you been here in Russia? And actually, why did you choose Russia?
So me, I have been here since October, so quite a long time already. And I chose Russia mainly because I wanted a real adventure. Because if I go to Spain or Germany, for me it's nothing too special. So I wanted something really extreme. And then I was interested in Russia for its history, the culture. I'm a big fan of Russian geopolitics as well. And I wanted to try a more conservative culture as well. And I think Russia is very beautiful, many beautiful cities. And
That's true.
Moscow is really good for partying too, like for sure. Like on Friday and Saturday night, like the whole city is full of. Every bar, every club is full of people. Like it's really good for partying as well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Definitely.
yeah, that's true. That's so true. We do not regret our choice because, like in Europe, basically everything is closed or were closed for a long period, and here everything is open. I'm like, wow, that's insane. So basically, as I said, I'm Russian, so I really wanted to live in this country, but like with another experience. I was there as a kid, and I really wanted to came here as a student to discover the country, to travel a bit, to discover the university, practice Russian. So yeah.
And when did you leave Russia?
When I was 10.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm 24 now.
It's been a long time.
I came here like this January. It's been like around 4 months, I guess, and it has been a like amazing adventure. And I'm quite sad that like we have only 1 more month left.
Don't say that.
No, don't say it. We don't think about that.
Cut it.
Russia is 24.
Yeah, I chose Russia because like I mean it's kind of a closed culture. Like you don't really know about Russia. Like of
That's
course
true.
in Turkey we see a lot of news. Like every day if you open the TV you are gonna see Putin or like Russian politics or Russian weapons or like Turkey buying something from Russia, blah blah. But like you don't really get to know about Russians. So and like I also had an exchange in Europe. So as Joachim told, like if I chose Europe again, it wouldn't be like a real adventure.
Interesting.
Because I already knew about Europe and European people, but Russians, it was like a mystery for me. So like I wanted to see it how it is here, and I love it, to be honest. And like now I'm graduating at the end of this semester, and like I'm even thinking of like staying at least 1 more year in Russia and like starting to work here and that kind of stuff. Maybe 1 or 2 years. I don't know about the
Maybe
future
3.
now, but maybe 3 if I like it.
Maybe live here forever.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear so many kind words about Russia. Thank you, guys. So, and did you have any troubles with like visa, or did you have any obstacles with getting here?
It was a bit annoying, but nothing too crazy. Just don't lose any papers, and I had.
Look what they're
That's
saying. I'm Russian. I have the Russian citizenship as well as the Belgian one, and basically I had any problem to come here. I just like had my flight ticket, come to the airport, like hey, I'm here actually.
It was very easy for me as well. Like I didn't have any problems.
It's a bit long, but nothing crazy.
Okay. So, and why did you choose HSE, our university?
So I can start. Me, I didn't really choose HSE. It was my only option in Moscow. So, but anyway, I didn't particularly choose any university. I just mainly wanted to go to Russia, go to Moscow. I could choose a smaller or another university. It didn't really matter to me, to be honest. But I like it here. I like it here.
Okay.
Yeah, same. I had the choice between St. Petersburg and Moscow, and basically I have an apartment here in Moscow, so I just choose the Moscow HSE. But also, it's a really great university. So for economics.
Thank you.
So
For me as well, it is the same story because my university only had an agreement with HSE Moscow campus or St. Petersburg campus, and like I had to think between St. P and Moscow, and yeah, here I am. I chose Moscow, which I don't regret.
Also, can you name any advantages or disadvantages about this mobility program?
So I will say the main advantage is that it's a really good adventure as humanly, if I can say so. Like to meet people that think differently, that are quite different. It's a completely new world, we can say.
I guess I would say like freedom, independence a bit, because you are like moving somewhere else. You discover a new country, a new culture. That's really insane. That's really, really great. I think for our students, international students, that's really great to discover that kind of thing and just like sharing knowledge and information and yeah.
It's cheap as well.
Of course.
Especially from Switzerland.
Yeah, that's true. From Belgium too.
I mean,
is it cheap?
yeah, I think there are not really disadvantages, to be honest. Maybe the only disadvantage is like I didn't really have offline classes. Like it was, they were always online, and I didn't really get to see the class environment in HSE, for example. Yeah, I wish that I could like enjoy it more. Like, I wish that I could have like more classmates or like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that's not really linked to the mobility.
Yeah,
it's just linked to the global
And
pandemic.
the best advantage of having an exchange in Russia now is because there are no corona rules.
Yeah.
So all my friends in Turkey or in other countries, they hate me because I'm here. I can go to bars, clubs on Friday, Saturday nights.
So, and what program are you studying now here?
Economics.
Yeah, I have like classes in different programs, but mainly in the economics one and international management one.
I'm not taking any like computer science courses here because I already finished all my like major courses. So I'm taking free courses, so I don't really have some kind of like program here. But I took economics, psychology, business, marketing, like from quite diverse.
Wow, and do you like it here?
You mean the classes?
Yeah.
I would say it really depends of which classes. There are some good ones. There are some ones not so good. Like the teacher, he speaks a bit slowly, or it's not so interesting. But mostly, I would say yes, quite good. Quite good classes.
Yeah, I think like here, Joachim, like it depends. Some classes are really great, and that's a really nice experience. We have a lot of like interaction between students, even though it's online. But the classes that are really, really complicated. Like I'm coming with a background in business, and I took a class of international trade, and that was super complicated with my background.
I mean, my experience was, all the classes I take, the professors, they were like quite understanding, they were empathetic, so like I always had a good experience with my professors and classes here.
There is the next question. What do you think about professors? Do you like them or not?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I think that when you introduce yourself as an exchange student, they are really like comprehensive and they do help you more. Like if you have questions and everything, they do help you. They help you to accommodate to your situation. So that's pretty
And
good.
for group works, I had no problems to join groups in every class. I say I'm an exchange student, I don't know no one. And there is always 2 or 3 groups who say, oh, you can come with us. It's really, if you have questions, if you miss a few classes because you didn't really know how it worked, the teacher, he is very understanding. And,
that's great.
Yeah, that's really good.
They were really understanding. Like even if you miss classes or Even if we miss some deadlines, like
Yeah.
they're really, maybe we can cut this part.
Yeah, especially in the beginning. Like in the beginning, personally, I still had classes in Belgium when the classes did begin here, and I had my exams there, so I couldn't like participate to every class. And I came like 2 weeks later, and they were like, "Don't worry, we will explain you everything that happened till now." Like, yeah, welcome in your class. Like, yeah, and the students are super welcoming too, as Joachim said. So yeah.
I could say organization is a little bit freestyle sometimes.
Yeah.
For Swiss standards,
Is it good or not?
It depends. Like, for example, some deadlines you can have a few days later, or so this is quite good. But sometimes, like course select and LMS system to get the right classes, or sometimes it doesn't appear on LMS, or you have a work to do, you don't really know what. Like you have to send emails all the time to ask for information, and this can be a little bit
Annoying.
annoying, but it's fine, I would say. But yeah, organization is less.
Yeah, in the beginning it's really, really complicated when you have to select all your classes and do your learning agreement and send all the emails. Then you understand that a class is not available right now. Then you have to choose something else. But in the meantime, you send like an email to like your local school to make the improvement. Like that was a bit messy, but after that it was okay.
I agree, but the international office, like they really tried to help.
Yeah.
Me in this process.
Yeah, that's so true.
The international office is like the thing you throw when you are drawing. International office is that thing you throw and it saves you. They do really good work. Without them, I don't know how I would have.
Yeah.
It would be so hard.
Yeah, there were like some emails in the beginning I was just sending like I don't understand anything. And they were like, "Don't worry, come into our office. You can choose this, you can do that." Like I had to change my learning agreement because one of my classes wasn't adapted for my major, and like they said, "No problem. We are going to do like a new learning agreement for you. It's not a problem. Like don't worry." I was like, "Wow, insane."
It's paradise.
Yeah.
Well, and what do you think about Russian people? I'm interested in this because I'm Russian.
Yeah, nice. Actually.
Firstly, I will say they are very nice with foreigners, for sure. Like when we introduce ourselves as foreigners, they are always super welcoming, wishing to help us or be our friends. It's very cool. Then about differences, it will be a long topic, but first, maybe I will say they are a little bit more sincere. Like if they like you, it feels more real. If they don't like you, they might say it to you, but it feels more sincere. I think they are less fake than in Europe or in United States. I don't know.
I agree. They are like, I think, and they are direct. Russian people are more direct than Europeans, or maybe even Turkish. I'm not sure. But like, yeah, I had a good experience with Russian people, especially with the young ones. I had a better experience. But even with the like old ones, for example, like once I was buying a vodka. in the store,
we are here to break the cliches.
And some old dude came to me, like he was maybe like over 65, like, and we were together. He approached us and like he was saying, "Don't buy this one, it's not good. Buy this one instead of this one." But he didn't even speak English. But like,
we understood each other.
Yes.
I'm not surprised actually to hear this.
And like even on the street, like in Moscow when I was first here, I had a language barrier because I was shocked that most of the people don't speak English. Like now I don't think so. Now I think most of the people speak English in Moscow. But at the beginning, I was thinking like, oh, like what am I gonna do because I don't speak Russian and even in the airport I had some kind of language problems. Like they didn't speak English to me. So, but in the street here, for example, when I got lost, even the people did like even though they didn't speak English, they tried to help me always. So they were quite friendly. And as Joachim said, for example, when we meet, I mean, let's say that we go to HSE party, and like we are foreigners there, right? And like everybody wants to meet with us, like everybody wants to make friends with us, because just because we are foreigners, so they want to help us to get integrated,
to get to know you.
Yeah, to do like into their social sphere.
Yeah, they are really, really nice. I think that they are really open to other cultures, and they really want to understand. Like what we do differently, what we do the same, how do we live. so basically, yeah, they are really open to that kind of information, and that's super nice.
So, and what about Moscow? Do you?
Beautiful.
I love it. I do
Yeah.
love this city. It's one
Yeah.
of my favorite cities that I've
Very
visited
beautiful.
so far.
Many things to see. And to break some cliches, because in Europe we think that, I mean, I heard it that it's quite dangerous, but it's not dangerous at all. I think it's safer than Paris or most big cities in Europe, actually. Like,
Oh,
I never
I'm
had
surprised
problems
again.
in the streets. It's very clean as well. The streets, the metro is super clean. I don't know if you have something to add.
Like, people are quite respectful to each other, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They respect the boundaries.
Yeah, and like for me, it's like such a big city. Like I'm coming from Brussels, we have like 4 metro lines, you know, and the metro is like just a line. So yeah, here when I lost myself so much in the metro, that was quite insane. I speak Russian, but even I do lost myself always. But yeah, the city is so big. There's so many places to visit, so many restaurants to try, and yeah, like it's so multinational. I would say for the food, for example, and other
And
stuff.
for the people also.
Yeah, and the people, yeah, you don't see a lot of like Russian, like the stereotype.
Yeah,
Russian.
look at me.
So you know.
Or even Russians, they come from so many different cities. Like many people from like Siberia, Ural, like they all come. Like there are many not foreigners, but not locals from Moscow.
So yeah, multicultural city.
I would say it is one of the best for being a student or being a young,
Yeah, I agree.
like young people working like 23, 25. Yes. It offers a lot. It's quite an exciting and vibrant city.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
do you want to come and visit it one more time
Yes, yes.
in the near future?
I will come back in Russia for sure.
Of course.
I don't want to leave now, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Forever? Just live here?
Forever.
Till the end?
That's a tricky question.
In the short term.
In the short term, when I'm young, like two years, but like maybe after 2 years, I cannot leave, you know, because I'm already in love with city. So I don't know. But for the long term, to be honest, I'm not thinking of staying here. For short term, it was my idea.
He wanna come back home.
He wants to stay as well. Like.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, little bit I would like to stay more, but we will see.
And what about your free time here? Do you visit any exhibitions or, I don't know, like restaurants or theater?
Yeah. I think there are so many bars and restaurants to try. I don't have enough time for that, but I'll try. That's a challenge.
Yeah.
And yeah, like see a lot of different places, museums, and other like cities in the country. That's
Yeah,
so
I think it's very important if you go to Russia to visit other cities. Moscow is very beautiful, but there are many other different things to see in Russia. And I was really impressed by some other cities as well.
You have traveled.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
Yes.
And what place have you visited?
So St. Petersburg, Kazan, Nizhny Novgorod, Yekaterinburg, Tobolsk, Tomsk,
Wow.
Novosibirsk, Krasnoyarsk, Irkutsk, Dagestan, and Chechnya.
And that's
So-
not finished yet.
That's really impressive.
So,
That's super
Yeah.
impressive.
and I would recommend like many of these places. Very, very impressive. Many things to see, many people to meet. It's incredible experience, I would say.
And did you travel alone or with friends?
With 2 friends in most of cities or more, and in Chechnya, Dagestan with a group of students. But
And did you like it?
yeah, a lot.
And you guys?
I didn't travel so much right now because I visited a lot of the city before because I have family here, so I come pretty usually. So yeah, but I don't think right now because I have some classes, I have other stuff to do in Moscow, and I really want to discover the city like a lot more than I do know it right now. But like in the future, I will come here and probably go to St. Petersburg because I love the city so much, to Yekaterinburg. I've been in Suzbek too. That's a nice place, like, come on.
Did you try medavucha there?
Yeah, I did. That was nice.
I know.
So yeah, like, traveling is a real experience, and that would be nice to do it in the future.
I have only been to St. Petersburg except Moscow.
Mm-hmm.
But of course I want to like visit more cities. But like, I mean, they did a like Siberian trip, as I know, like for 1 month or something like that. For example, next year probably I will come back. But I want to visit Siberia during winter. Like I don't want to go there now. This is the reason why I'm not visiting it. And for now, I think maybe during summer I will go to Sochi or maybe Tatarstan, Kazan. Yeah. So for now, yeah. But as Dominique said, I also want to like experience Moscow in a better way now because yeah, we don't have much time left. So. But next year or maybe the year after, I will come back and like because I want to see other cities of Russia. Because like my Russian friends, they always say me things like, "Oh, Moscow is not Russia. Like you should visit other cities to see what Russia is." So like I really want to see the difference. So yeah.
So well, and we're coming to the end actually, and I'd like to ask you, tell us about your native country, and does your country have something in common with Russia, or what's the differences?
So I was born in France, but I live in Switzerland, so maybe I can talk about Switzerland. It's very, very different from Switzerland. First, the size, like Switzerland is very small, and it's like 7 million people. There are so many differences, I cannot even start talking. Like, first we can say Switzerland is a maybe richer country, with people different as well. I mean, I can't even, it's like a whole different world. Like,
yeah,
maybe you can start, it will help me.
No,
because
actually with Belgium that's the same. Like, come on, I do know basically the two countries pretty well, and like there's nothing similar. Like, come on, even the mentality of people is different. Like, European mentality is so much different from the Russian one, and yeah, the size of the country is different too. Like here, I live on Taganska, and that's one metro station away from like Kitai-Gorod, which is the one of the centric station. And come on, like I was like, yeah, I will walk to Kitai-Gorod, and I was like, whoa, it's like 40 minutes by feet. Come on, like in Belgium, if I want to walk from one metro station to another, it's like 5 minutes by feet, and I was like, okay, okay, I will probably take the metro. So that's super different, like really.
Great distances.
Yeah, like the sizes are super different, and also the food is different. In Belgium, we don't have so much food variety as here. Like, I love food a lot, that's why I do talk about it. But yeah, like here you can find pretty much everything you want. But in Belgium, it's really like concentrated on like basic stuff.
Like every cuisine you want to try, you can
Yeah,
find here.
here I really can find a really good Korean restaurant if I want. I can find like basically everything I want to eat. That's not the case in Belgium, and I think there's some things that are much more developed than Brussels. Like the metro is much more developed. The whole food ordering, the delivery industry is so much developed here. Like in Belgium, we have so much problem with it, and I was like, whoa, come on. So yeah, maps works better here too, like the Yandex Maps. So yeah, than the Google Maps in Brussels. So yeah, that's stuff that are much more, which are better here actually. So.
Yeah, so like for Turkey, let's start first with the mentality of the people, I guess. I don't think like Turkish mentality and Russian mentality like is like, I mean, European mentality and Russian mentality is quite different. I can say that like, but Turkish mentality and Russian mentality, they are not that different in my opinion. We have some kind of similarities. I don't really know how to explain it, but like I feel closer to Russian people. Like, of course I feel closer to Europeans as well too, but like when I'm here, like, because as I said before, Russians are like, if they like you, they like you. If they don't like you, they let you know that they don't like you. Like, there are not really fake relationships, and I think that is also similar to a bit Turkish culture. And I think Russians are quite welcoming as well. Like, they try to help you all the time, and I think we also try to do that if you come as a tourist to Turkey. As of the city sizes, I studied in Istanbul for quite a long time, so like Istanbul is quite similar to Moscow. Like in Istanbul also, like there is now maybe 15 to 20 million people living. It's quite big. It is, yeah, it offers a like great life for students, expats, with like great nightlife, restaurants, bars, everything you can ask for, different cuisines. But at the same time, I'm from the south side of Turkey, which is like the Russian capital of Turkey, like next to Antalya. So there, I think the biggest difference was, of course, weather for me. The biggest shock. When I came here, it was like -15, -20, and
Yeah.
You were shocked.
in my hometown it was like 15, and I was.
You know that in Belgium, that's really a problem when there is like -1 or -2, and here it was like -21. I was like, whoa, I wasn't prepared.
And like before coming to Russia, maybe I didn't even see -10 in my life, and like when I come here, -20, like. but you get used to it, like.
I think people should not be scared of the weather. I mean, it's a bit cold. You put warm clothing.
We survived, so that's great.
So the others will too.
And now I'm thinking, what am I gonna do when I go back to my hometown, because it will feel so hot for me in the summer, because I got used to cold weather here. So yeah. And about the other differences, maybe I need to think now.
So well, we have come to the end. So tell us please some imparting words. Do you recommend our mobility program?
What I can say, I would really recommend to come for 1 year, so that in winter you can do a trip in Siberia during winter, during the break, because classes finish at like end of December and they start end of January. So I would really recommend, it's what I did, it was very, very crazy, to do 1 month the Trans-Siberian train to Lake Baikal, and you will never forget it in your life. I think it's a very good experience. And I would recommend to learn Russian before coming 1 semester. Even if you know only a little bit, like it will help you to feel more, to interact with people who don't speak English. And I think it's good to prepare before coming.
Yeah, like basically I think 1 year is a really great time to come, like time period, because I'm here for 6 months and that's not enough. Like really, that's not enough to do all the things that I planned to do in the beginning. I really wanted to travel a lot and everything, but you only have like 1 week of vacation for 6 months, you know? So basically, like 1 year is better. It's really better if you want to live like the experience 100%. But yeah, I do recommend that. I do recommend to come here because that's really great. That's really, really great.
I definitely agree with the 1 year option, because I mean, if you stay here more, then you will learn the language more and you will get to know the culture more, for sure. And as he already told, like it's really great to travel during the winter, some parts of the country. So yeah, definitely if they have option, 1 year is better. And second, I also agree with the like idea of learning Russian beforehand coming here, because it is so easy to practice your Russian here. Like if you want to practice your Russian, you can practice it all day long, because Russian people are so willing to like teach you. Like if you go in the street and if you say like, I want to practice my Russian, like you will find at least in half an hour 5 people you can speak to.
That's so true. That's so true.
So like, it is really stupid not to learn Russian here. So it's really a nice idea, like they try hard on their Russian courses. Even though they don't take the courses beforehand coming here, they should like focus on them here, because they can learn it.
And they would get quite a good level after the exchange, I think. Even 1 semester learning Russian here, you get a good level. Like I think everyone should try.
Yeah. And because I think also the teachers, Russian course teachers, they are quite good. Like for example, my teacher is like, she's trying really hard to teach us.
So maybe you'd like to say goodbye words in Russian?
До свидания.
Всё
доброго.
Well, thank you guys. That was really interesting.
Yeah, thanks for having us then.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.